Italy is in trouble. The country is seen as one of the most beautiful places on earth, and millions seemingly dream of living there. Yet every year, tens of thousands of young, skilled Italians leave in search of a better life. This is a problem which is only getting worse. Over the last decade, more than 1 million young graduates have left the country, and this brain drain is estimated to cost 130 billion euros, and the outflow hasn't slowed. In 2024 alone, nearly 100,000 graduates left the country. The Italian government has tried a number of things to fix this, but none seem to be working, whilst at the same time, a very different kind of policy has also been rolled out. In 2017, Italy introduced a special tax plan for wealthy newcomers. Instead of paying normal rates, they can opt for a fixed annual fee, which means in practice, some millionaires pay less tax than locals earning a middle-class salary. At the same time, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has said she wants to, in her words, fight to give our young people a nation where they can stay, not one where they feel forced to leave. And whilst her words about staying are compelling, the Italian government's actions tell a different story. The clearest incentives in the system are aimed at people who never grew up there at all. So how did one of Europe's most admired countries become a place where its own young people can't afford to stay, while rich outsiders get tax discounts to move in? For a lot of young Italians, this isn't a dramatic decision anymore. It's just the only move that makes sense. Whole age groups are thinning out, and in more and more places, the people drawing pensions outnumber the people paying in. As bad as all of this sounds, it isn't the first time Italy has watched people pack up their bags and leave for another country. Italy has always had people on the move. In the early 1900s, millions of Italians left for the US and South America to escape rural poverty. Back home, they were trapped on small plots, working long hours for wages that barely covered food. And for many, leaving wasn't a dream, it was the only way out. But after World War II, that story flipped. For a few decades, Italy became the place you stayed in, not the place you escaped from. Post-war money started flowing in, and whole industries took off. Suddenly, there were real jobs in the automotive industry, steel production, fashion, machinery. Companies like Fiat, Olivetti and Pirelli, and dozens of others were hiring anyone who could show up and work. For a lot of families, this was the first time a stable wage was even possible. You could find work in the north, buy a small flat, maybe even own a car. So people stopped dreaming about America and started moving to Milan and Turin instead. The economy was booming, cities were growing, and by the 1980s, Italy's living standards had caught up with much of Western Europe. In large part, what had caused this boom was increasing productivity. That is, upgrades in machines and technology, which meant people could produce more with the same amount of effort. But around the 1990s, there started to be a shift.